La 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 dee 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 da. Vincent Samson, you are back on with me. What can I tell you? Yes, I am back here. It seems to me, yes, that we're all back on. We're on. Now, can anybody hear reverb? Can anybody hear reverb? You're not going to believe this, but I did a trial earlier and I tried the reverb and it worked. And everybody said, yes, it's working. It's working. It sounds fantastic. It sounds amazing. The reverb is on. For fuck's sake. I am absolutely at the end of my tether. So let's try one more time before I plug in the Bose and we do it from there again. Okay, so sadly, no. This is unfucking believable. Did you all see my trial early on where I tried it and it worked? Oh my fucking God, I can't believe this. It's just unbelievable. It is unfucking believable. Absolutely no reverb. Oh my God in heaven. Oh well. Yeah, you know what? I've got 2 analog leads. I wish now that I'd let Matt just try it out and figure it out yeah. Yes, it did. It did. You heard it, didn't you? You heard it. All right, well, hang on a second. I'm going to plug in the fucking Bose. Hang on. Oh, my. All right, Bose, do your stuff, mate. So, I think this will probably be the last time. Hang on. This will probably be, hang on, now I can't get the Bose to work. There! This will be the last time you hear me singing from the Bose, okay? Because it's more than I can deal with. So let me just unplug this bastard up here. Hang on. All right. I don't know how to do this, Pam, because quite frankly, I've opened up everything and closed everything, and it's still really, really dark in here. So I don't know what the answer is. I think people just have to deal with me being in extreme dark. There you go. How's that? That's brilliant. Okay, can you deal with that? It's really, really bright out, so it's hard. Hang on. Let's see what it looks like. How's that? Is that any better? Not really. Not really. Hang on a sec. Hang on. Oh, what a shitting crap little day it is, isn't it? Oh, hang on. How's... There I am. I think maybe I can open this up a little bit now. Is that okay with you guys? Is that all right? Yeah? Oh, I give up. Well, now listen, I'm going to start for fuck's sake. I'm very excited. I'm really excited today. I'm so excited because of the wonderful things I do. No, because at long last, look, how fucking great are these t-shirts. No, I can do even more. I can say categorically that I am the spokesperson, if not the spokeswoman, for fuck's sake, swag, merchandising care of, for fuck's sake. What can I tell you? What do you think? Yeah. Shall I sing with this on the whole time? I think so. Lovely indeed, Steve Lee. What can I say? Now, today, it is Somebody's Child Part 2. Mark Trace, hello there. Yes, somebody with a big dick is driving past on a motorbike. Surprise, surprise. Don't we all need a sound system on our motorbikes? Yeah, no muffler. And an enormous dick that you basically have to strap on. Anyway, considering the fact that the likes of Jared Kushner, the fact that Jared Kushner are now evicting people from the buildings he owns because they can't pay their rent. I don't know why they couldn't possibly pay their rent. Could it possibly be because of COVID? Twat. So, This song that I'm going to sing right now seems absolutely the most relevant song I could sing at this moment. So here we are. It is the title track. It's the title track. And I'm going to basically, look at me. Look, I've got my board in the background. I am shameless. I am going to basically sing you the title track of... Yeah, you know what this is. Here we go. Here we go. Somebody's Child. Now, let me just recap very quickly. I wrote it about a girl I saw in Manhattan. Do you remember this story, those of you who've heard it? A girl who was basically naked, apart from 2 garbage bags that she was wearing, in snow-covered Manhattan in New York, singing a song that only she could hear in her own head, high on drugs. She couldn't have been more than 17. Exquisite ebony child with an enormous pregnant belly sticking out from between the 2 garbage bags. And everybody ran, me included, to the opposite side of the street because it was so horrendous, it was so terrifying, it was just such a horrific sight. And you know, I should know better than this. Halfway across the street, I remembered that actually she was somebody's precious baby. Ill now, down on her luck. But right now, as people are being thrown out, evicted from their homes, families, middle-class people who basically do not have the rent, the mortgage to pay, they can't do it right now. They're being thrown out. So my point, which was always, anybody could end up in this situation. I know it seems insane to think this way, but it's the truth. Like the guy that lives in this car outside my house, like the woman that lives in the alleyway behind my house inside a box. These are not people, they're not all mentally ill people. They're not all people basically who are on drugs or alcoholics or basically have mental illness, as we know. A lot of them have fallen off the edge because of circumstance. And that's why I wrote this song, because it's important to remember every time you go past these embarrassing statistics lying in the street that they're human beings. This is somebody's child. There's a girl on the street in a trash bag dress. There's a baby in her belly and milk in her breast. And I'm watching the street cause she's acting so wild. But she used to be me and she's somebody's child. So spare a little thought for the down and out, cause it's true. If the tables were turned, the deal was different, it might be you. Well, look at that man, he lives in his car, cause a run of bad luck went and pushed him too far. A woman who lives in a box out the back, when she started out, did her dreams include that? So spare a little thought for the down and out, cause it's true. If the tables were turned, the deal was different, it might be you. So leave them on the streets if their families don't care. We're crow's feet to fill, we've got no cash to spare. The food lines are endless, the shelters are full, and such are the things they don't teach you in school. So give a little thought to the down and out, cause it's true. The tables were turned, the deal was different, it might be you. There's a girl on the street in a trash bag dress. There's a baby in her belly and milk in her her breast. I'm crossing the street 'cause she's acting so wild. She used to be me and she's somebody's child, you know. She used to be me, you know, she used to be me. She used to be me, yeah. She used to be me, and she's somebody's child. Brings it all back, totally. I swear, it was truly one of the most shocking things I've ever seen in my life. Thank you, Daggy, thank you so much. I'm sorry I'm in the dark here. It is so bright outside, as you can see. Sorry, everyone that's in winter. But here in California, it is very, very bright outside. And of course, I am very, very, you see, if I was a little, there you go. If I was a little closer, you might be able to see me better. But I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to not be in the shade, and I think you can see me and this is okay. But if I open a fucking window and a blind, it's just going to be like, ah, she has disappeared. Did I show you this? I'm so excited to be wearing my own, for fuck's sake. I have been asked a couple of times in Gelson's, yes, and in Whole Foods. What is that? Thank you so much, Rachel. You got on. Fantastic. I had a woman who said to me, what is that on your cap? And I said, oh, it means for fuck's sake. To which she kind of went, I couldn't tell because she was wearing a mask. And then she said the inimitable words that made my heart fill with love. She said, and who is Judith Owen? Anyway, that being said, fuck's sake. That being said, onwards to the next song. Onwards, my fellow sprogs. So I just want to share with you this amazing, amazing show that I just watched. The latest David Attenborough. I don't know if you have had a chance to see this yet, but it's called A Life on the Planet, or Life on the Planet, Our Life on the Planet, A Life on the Planet. Either way, I encourage you all to watch it. Not now, because we're doing this, but I encourage you to watch this as soon as humanly possible. Why? Because it basically shows how, given the right changes and the few changes and the things that we can do, we can turn this all around. And it starts truly a living legend. He is the patron saint of all that is nature, all that is the planet. He's basically the patron saint of the planet. Come on. So he starts out in Chernobyl, you know, all these years after the great nuclear power meltdown. And it just shows how nature has taken back Chernobyl. And there's deer running. I mean, they're nuclear, obviously, but, you know, they've got all sorts of incredible toxic poisoning. But still, that most gorgeous view of nature that has taken it back. And the point that he makes in this show, and it's so very, very important, is that whereas there used to be some kind of, when he started out, there was more wilderness than there was, humanity, shall we say, and civilization. And now it's gone the other way. There's 30%, I think that's all there is, and there's 70% of us. And there's too many of us, and we're just taking the planet for ourselves and fuck everything else. And that's really what it's about. So with some careful and easy things that we can do, like basically procreation, can I just throw that one out? I'm doing my best, of course, for society. I just have puppies. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing program. But it did remind me, watching it, of the time that I was watching the BBC and heard the actual, true, honest-to-goodness statistics of how much worse we were than we originally had thought when it comes to global warming. And I did write this next song about watching that and suddenly being slapped to life and realizing, oh, fuck. What? How do we explain this? How do we explain this to those who are coming next? I mean, we have dominion, and how we have failed our fellow human beings and the rest of society as far as our future, our children. So anyway, here is a song that I hope you'll all be singing along to because you know it so well. This is Tell All Your Children. I might have to wear this. I might. Here we go. Oh, and I might have to have a sip from my cup. Man on the TV told us something that made me fall apart. Told us that time was running out, friends. Unless we made a change, unless we made a start, and we're all searching for the blame. Let's start by looking in the mirror. 'Cause inside we're all the same. Inside we're all the same. Why don't you, why don't you, I said, whoa, why don't you, people, why don't you make it in? Well. Oh, thank you, my sister dear. Thank you. It's very hard to sing in this because one cannot throw one's hair around. Turns out, when you're wearing a cap, thank you, my dear friends, thank you. When you're wearing a cap, I don't mean a lady's cap, I mean like a cap, then you can't throw your hair around. Maybe it's the same at the other end, but you can't throw your hair around. That's a bit of a drag. Yeah. Who's on now? Let me see. Julia, Mary, Gavin, they're watching. MG, hello, darling. Hi there. Stephanie Rude. Hello, darling. How you doing, everyone? Thank you for hanging on in there. I can guarantee that on Sunday we will not be having any sound issues. Not that we have any today. It sounds great, I know. Just not studio level. But we'll be getting around that because we're going fuck digital, for fuck's sake. Fuck digital. We're going to go straight back to analog. We're going to go back to the groovy old days when actually things sounded like shit, hot, fucking great. And I will have lights on me, and it's going to be pro. The whole. I went from being Mistress Pro to what the fuck happened. But you know what? Have you ordered your caps, your masks? Come on, look at this. Come on. It's a beautiful thing. And then I have to say, ladies, okay, when buying the t-shirt, when ordering the t-shirt, take it from me. I'm like a size British 12, American 810. Now, if you are not as flat-chested as a fucking ironing board, I suggest you get the large because this is a medium I've got on. It's very sexy. It looks really good. If you want sexy tight under your jacket, get a medium. If you want a bit looser, not quite so showy-offy, and if you have a right pair of, then get a large. Do. Ironing boards, small's fine. Yeah. There you have it. So, I'm so excited about this next song because I just wrote it this morning. I shit you not. It's another one of the I've just done it for... listen, Chris, before anybody goes bonkers on me and does the whole, cis, them, they, his, her, I don't know. But yes, there are men's things as well. There are beautiful men's t-shirts and they look like they are the normal size. For a man, I'd get a large just because, why not? And if you want to be one of those skin tight types, because they're all Hanes t-shirts. It depends what you are. If you're like a 36, 38 medium, if you're larger than that, large. I'd go large anyway for guys, especially if you're tall. That's my 2 pence worth. Obviously, with these, you can't go wrong. And with the fucking mug, come on. Hello. Don't we? Yes, thank you. New stuff. Oh, much. And it's Christmas is coming. Yeah. And I'm not, what can I say? I just want to know that you're I'm going to hold it so you can see it. It's like QV's, a bad, really shit home shopping network. Yeah, like that's me. Yeah, there I am. So, 60 years ago, an amazing child, Ruby Bridges, walked to school surrounded by security guards. Do you know this story? Walked to school surrounded by security guards who protected her from the racist bigots in New Orleans. Interesting that, of course, I live there. She was that little black girl that we've seen, Norman Rockwell painted her for the cover of a magazine. There have been countless images of her that we've seen, film footage of her surrounded by federal agents to protect her from the tomatoes being thrown, the rotten fruit, the hideous comments being thrown at her. She was 6 years old walking through that. And she went, she is the most incredible child imaginable. She was. Her mother wanted her to do it. Her parents were adamant that she be the child that stood up and did the thing and went to a newly, desegregated, basically what was a white school. And she was that first black child. Here she is. Tell me this isn't the most gorgeous child in the world. There she is, Ruby Bridges. Look at that little face. Look at her. Look at that little girl. Here she is surrounded by, the security guys. There they are, the feds. Look at that little girl. She's almost the same size as the bag she's carrying. She's so tiny. 6 years old. Okay, now let me tell you an amazing story, because this just came up. 60 years it was, I believe, yesterday, since that happened. Since that 6-year-old did that. This is the 60th year anniversary. It's the William Frantz Elementary School in New Orleans, and she was the first black student. And this was such a groundbreaking moment in history. And she said, being 6 years old, I really wasn't aware of what was going on. I mean, the only thing that I was ever told by my parents was that I was going to attend a new school and that I should behave. Oh, God. Oh, God. The rest of the school year, it was just her and the teacher because no one else, no white people would let their children go to this school. And crowds continued to show up, at one point bringing a small baby's coffin with a black doll inside. I used to have nightmares about the box, Bridget said. Those are the days that I distinctly remember being really, really frightened. Grocery stores refused to sell things to her mother. Her father lost his job. And the toll was so hard on their marriage that by the time Bridget graduated from sixth grade, they had separated. It's a remarkable thing to think of. And her mum, Ruby, who pushed her to attend the school, died this week at age 86. And Ruby says, made Lucille was the name of her mother, and Ruby said that her mother was the champion for change, and it altered, of course. It altered the course of history. It altered so much that we now take so much for granted. But do we? Because quite frankly, if you saw the demonstration from Washington, I think it was yesterday or the day before, then we know that those people are still there, hateful, angry. Hateful people. They're still out there. Now, the amazing thing about Ruby Bridges, and the reason why I wrote this song today, is because Ruby Bridges once came to this house. She came to a Christmas party. She was a guest. She was brought by a friend of mine. I had no idea that she was coming. And when somebody said to me, this lovely lady came in, hello, and somebody said, that's Ruby Bridges. And my heart almost exploded. And there was this strong, gorgeous, kind, lovely woman standing in my house, a guest of mine in my house. And I got to tell you, I have never been more humbled. And here she is. This is how she looks now. A beautiful, strong, incredible woman. And so I wrote this in honor of her today, being that this is the 60th year celebration. And I hope you'll forgive my mistakes, because I literally finished it. I haven't even finished it. You're seeing it. And this is called Humbled. And this is for the amazing Ruby Bridges. Just 6 years old, she went to school, cheated and leered by all those fools who'd learned to hate and to abuse. Took a little girl to break their rules. Bodyguards who stood beside her all around so they could hide her from the hateful words that flew right by her. And no one could deny that moment. Now she's in my house. She's in my house. Oh, Ruby Bridges is. I'm humble. Rockwell did that painting of her, the wall lit up with pictures of her, a child with so much on her shoulders. Well, history was made that day. Now it's 60 years since she took those quiet steps into the law books. It took a little girl to shade the roads and to shyly pave the way. And now she's in my house. there's still more learning. Don't forget that hatred is still so strong. And I'll not forget that time when she came to my house for a Christmas party. She was a gift to all of me. A woman strong now, a spirit free. And when we spoke, I quietly mumbled, "You're in my house. You're in my house. I don't believe it. You're in my house. Ruby Bridges, I'm humbled. I'm so humble. I'm so humble. Ruby Bridges, I'm so humble. Well, there you have it. My first attempt. Not a bad one, but truly one of, thank you so much, one of the most lovely women I have ever met. And I should thank Holly Brooks for bringing her to my house, to our house. And I remember just thinking, this pinch me. You know, if you've seen these images, if you've seen the Norman Rockwell painting of her, this was a moment in history. We need more moments like that. We need more situations like that, especially right now, as the world is going slightly to hell. But you know what? There is hope ahead. There is hope in her. There's hope in what David Attenborough says. There is hope the whole way, and there's hope for a better life and a better future ahead of us. You know there is. You know there is, absolutely. Well, that is the end of today's For Fuck's Sake. Let me just say a hello to all the lovely people here. Oh my gosh. Hello, darlings. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Oh, Rachel, darling. Rachel, I'm so glad to see you. So very glad to see you. Steve, yeah, right on. I tell you, it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing what people will do, what they put themselves through, and what they do to make a difference and make a change. Now, I'm trying to make a change. How am I doing it with this? At the end of the day, after singing a song like that, this is just fucked up, isn't it? But come on. Can we please all have one of these and just be able to go through life with people saying, "What is that?" And you can say, "For fuck's sake." Now, remember, a lot of Americans don't know the phrase "for fuck's sake." So I think I'm duty bound to say, Americans, come on, grow a pair. Let's get this. Let's all wear this right now, and let's do the right thing. Darlings, you know, go to my website, judithowen.net, and you will find the store, the Judith Owen store, more tote bags, ornaments, all sorts of crap. You'll love it. But mostly, I think the t-shirts are rad. And I can't wait to get this in white. Oh my God, it's fantastic. Anyway, my loves, I will see you. You know I will. I will be seeing you. Oh, hang on a second. What day is it today? It's Sunday. Oh my God. Yes, I'll be seeing you Wednesday. Got it the wrong way around. Time goes when you've got 2 puppies and you could give a shit about the rest of your life. And, you know, what can I say? So, I will see you Wednesday. You know the drill. Oh God, especially people in Britain. I know you're in lockdown, but for those of us who are going for the #1 status of all time, most COVID cases, come on everyone, 180,000 isn't really enough in one day. Fucking hell. So my friends, 6 feet, you know, the masks, the cleaning of the hands, the distancing, do the right thing, and good luck everyone in Britain. I know it's so hard, and Ireland and everywhere around the world that is in lockdown. I hopefully will follow you very soon. Until Wednesday, I love you dearly. This has been For Fuck's Sake with me, Judith
For fuck's sake, Owen, here's a few. Oh, Stephanie. Oh, I'll see you next week, Stephanie. Don't you worry. In answer, the puppies are so magnificent. I cannot believe my luck to have got the two most, I mean, just beyond. There's Megan. I just saw your name going past. She is she's training me. Forget the puppies. Today we learnt stop. It was fantastic, let me tell you. As they dragged me across the front garden by the belt of my toweling robe, we learned stop. It was fucking great. If only someone had said that to me when I was that age. Anyway, happy days, my darlings. Ingrid, Cumbry from Ingrid, fantastic. Mark Jackson, for fuck's sake, darlings. And next time I see you, you know it's going to be studio times all together again. Kevin, darling, for fuck's sake. Susan Butterfield, I would, but they're sleeping. The puppies do the same thing as Doris. Remember how Doris used to sleep and people used to say, is that dog alive? She used to sleep when I would sing. Well, they do the same thing. I'm taking it as a compliment. Rachel Lee, talk soon. Walkies, you'll see the puppies Wednesday, I promise you. Bye, everyone. Love you all. Take good care of yourselves. Okay. 80% you, 20% puppies. Bye, guys. Take care. Bye.